Acting President Yemi Osinbajo presided over the council's meeting, which considered and approved a memo by the Ministry of Power, Works and Housing on the construction of a link bridge along the Cameroon Nigeria border at Ekok Mfun. The nearly $40 million project, to be supported by the African Development Bank, is aimed at improving Nigeria-Cameroon relations as well as boost the International Court of Justice ruling on the Bakassi Peninsula.
It's part of the link road to between Enugu-Abakaliki Highway, which is already completed, and part of the larger Lagos-Mombasa Highway. We also presented a memorandum for the resuscitation and completion of the Kaduna Eastern Bypass Highway, which was started in 2002 and was initially planned to have been completed in 3 years, but 15 years after, it remains uncompleted. Council also approved the programs to complete it now. It's a 50-kilometer highway and dual carriageway with 9 bridges over rivers and rail crossings there.
The Kaduna Eastern Bypass Highway project, initially awarded in 2002 at 16 billion naira, will now be executed at 32 billion naira. Also approved by the council is the new National Policy on Environment, first formulated in 1991 and revised in 1999. The policy captures emerging environmental issues such as climate change, coastal erosion, pollution, as well as insecurity exacerbated by struggles for environmental resources.
So what the policy does is to look at all the different intersectoral issues that we have, whether it is with water, health, power, agriculture, and bring them in to have a multi-sector response to the environment. For instance, if we're talking about power, then renewable energy is a very big opportunity for us as we exit out of fossil fuels. Issues on waste and how we can look at the producers' responsibility, where we can see plastics actually being recycled and not littering the environment. But also looking at our diversity and seeing many of our wetlands now opened up from some of the constraints that we've had in the past, so that livelihoods can be strengthened. So really this policy framework puts in place a much better opportunity to engage with states and local governments and the communities in executing the priorities of the change agenda.
The outgoing Minister of Environment also gives an update on the Green Bond Initiative, saying it is on course for issuance in the first quarter of this year.
And we've already had indications from the stock exchange in the UK, from China, who issue most of the green bonds in the world today, over 400 billion, that they would be happy to come in our direction and do so. This is finding additional funding and focusing it better on looking at low emission projects, and so it's important to see the Ministry of Power involved, important to see the Ministry of Agriculture. In this case, FCT are coming on with the transportation program, and the Ministry of Environment on some of the deforestation. So Green Bond, look out for it. By the beginning of April, we should have it.
The Minister of Environment also reacted to the reported toxic waste scare in Koko community in Delta State, saying a team of experts has already been sent to the area to, among others, secure the site, find why it happened, and possibly those involved. This is coming nearly 30 years after the controversial dumping of 3,500 tons of toxic waste in the community, leading to damaging effects on the environment. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.